What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction. Back with a Roxette reaction for the first time in a little while, as we have a horizontal Luca here. Indeed, I wanted to give a shout out to the Roxette fans, as well as a couple other deep dives, because they suffered the most from the holiday period. They were right about to come back around when I took the holiday break and began doing all holiday music reactions, so I appreciate the patience. We are back, and we're returning to Have a Nice Day, and we're up to the tune It Will Take a Long, Long Time. So the double use of the word long, it helps emphasize the essence of the title phrase. It remains unclear, and I wouldn't be surprised if it relates to some emotional condition and or romantic relationship. Nevertheless, it could relate to the healing of someone based on trauma or unpleasant experiences they've gone through, meaning it might not be romantic per se, but I wouldn't be surprised even then if it relates to relationships or emotions that are part of interpersonal experiences. Either way, the idea of something taking a long, long time could of course apply to a journey, whether that is a more physical or geographical journey, not a psycho-emotional and cognitive journey, but yes, the passage of time as it relates to the transition from one state to another condition is what I see on the surface of things. I'll try to pick up what I can on a first listen. This is Roxette. The track is It Will Take a Long, Long Time, and it's from their 1999 album Have a Nice Day.
Sunny cold, I was in the hall. I made a note I have to paint the kitchen walls. An angel smiled across the room. All in all, it was a lazy afternoon. Yeah. Then I thought about you. I think it was some sweet song that I heard. Gotta get going, going ahead. It will take a long, long time. Gotta go ahead and deal with my life. It has taken such a long time. This time. Sunny cold, I was in the bath. Heard the rain hit the roof and tiles real hard. Hit the roof real hard.
Thank you, Karen.
Then I ran through my magazines. A few letters probably hidden in a jar. Hidden in a jar. I want a jar. And I thought about you. It must have been some more pictures I found. Gotta get going,
Maria's singing that way. I don't think you're allowed to fade. I think that's technically an international felony for which you may be prosecuted. But yes, a sweet and lovely, charming little song. Sonically, the string work in particular stood out to me. That was beautiful. It was elegant. It was the melodic bass of the track for me, but also we had some acoustic guitar. We had some little like keyboard touches, I believe. And ultimately, I enjoyed like paired doubling some of the lines in sort of a digitized or affected secondary voice. Why did you just jump like that? You scared me because apparently I scared you. But yes, Marie sounding great in her vocals, sort of like two modes. Like even the bigger mode wasn't, her belting, it wasn't her full voice, the top of her powerful delivery, but it did have some conviction and power behind it. And then the verses seemed to be softer and more subtle. And yes, from what I took away from the lyrics on a first listen, it was sort of what I was thinking in advance. The idea that there's someone in her past, seemingly a former partner who she's no longer with, who comes to her mind sometimes when she hears a song that, that reminds me of when we heard that at some place together. And then she's in the bath and, hearing the rain falling on the tiles and, looking through her old magazines, finding letters or pictures in the drawers, and all these memories come flooding back. Now, it sounds like she was hurt or there was disappointment, sadness related to this prior relationship as it stands now, but she doesn't sound like she's looking back with anger or a desire for revenge or any particularly negative feelings. It's almost like sentimental, such that, I've had to move on with my life and it's taken so very long to do that. And even then, when certain things occur to me in my daily life or are presented in front of me, I immediately go back and I think about you and these former circumstances. So it sounds like she's been trying to move on with her life. It's been a long process, but it's still ongoing, and yet she's not angry about it. She doesn't sound particularly vengeful. As I said, it's just like, look, this is what being an emotional person is about. This is what it means to go through a difficult circumstance with someone you really cared about, someone you loved, and maybe you still love on some level now, but it's in the past. So it sounds both optimistic and forward-looking, but also still looking a little bit in the rearview mirror of her life with perhaps a better understanding and more sympathy than perhaps it felt like in the moment. So again, maybe I'm missing some of those lines, maybe the theme is a bit different than that, but that's what it sounded like to me, that it's taken a long, long time to move on, but she's still doing that even if she can recall and inevitably does think about the person who used to be a major part of her life. And again, just a simple and charming track. It's not one of their super slow and heavy ballads, but it's certainly not an energetic guitar-heavy, like electric guitar-heavy rock song, nor is it a dance track like opened this album. So yes, again, just the diversity and variety of Roxette's material coming through very clearly. Let me know what you think of this one, and Luca, the horizontal cat, and I will see you next time. Peace.